Earlier this year, Lavonte Dale was pulled over by police. As the cop approached his car, Lavonte says he expected the worst. But it worked out far different than he could have imagined. Please welcome Lavonte and Officer Joshua Scaglione. Lavonte, tell us what happened.
It was April 18th. I was riding in Westland with my 2 kids and my girlfriend going to the mall when I was pulled over by Officer Josh Scaglione. Came to my window, gave him my license, proof of insurance, registration, pulled me over for my window tint. Now, my windows are very dark, but when he was walking back to his car, he noticed my daughter wasn't in the car seat. And he came back to me and asked me, why wasn't she in the car seat? It's not safe. That's what I pretty much told him. I couldn't afford it. He went back to his car. Seemed like 3 minutes, longest 3 minutes of my life. You know what I'm saying? So he came back, and that's when he asked me to step out the car. Anytime an officer asks you to step out the car, it's never a good thing.
Yeah.
It's never good.
Yeah. Josh, why'd you ask him to get out the car?
I asked him to get out of the car, after I noticed that his daughter wasn't in a car seat. He told me, with a lot of emotion, basically, I can't afford it. So I wanted to separate him from his family. I know financial issues can be a little degrading sometimes, so I wanted to talk to him man to man. As I asked him, hey, what's going on? Why can't you afford the car seat? Because it is a priority to make our kids safe. He mentioned to me, he was having some issues with garnishments, and he needed to keep the lights on, feed his children, over being able to afford this car seat. So I saw it as a perfect opportunity. I could relate to him since I was a teen dad myself.
Right.
I could relate, and I wanted to be able to pay it forward to him.
Lavonte, what happened next?
He asked me where I was headed. I told him where I was headed. And that's when he asked me, can you follow me to Walmart? And I looked at him like, follow you to Walmart? I was kind of shocked, like, I was like, okay, I'll follow you to Walmart.
That's better than jail.
Yeah, it's better than, most definitely, better than.
Way better than jail.
Better than jail. Most definitely. So it was kind of funny following behind him, because I felt like what the other drivers was feeling. Like, I felt like I had an escort pretty much, but everybody else was moving out the way.
Oh, you put the lights on?
No, he didn't put the lights on.
People just tend to get out of my way when I drive down the road.
Well, it's over there in the hood.
Yeah, they see you in the rear view mirror, you brake,
no.
right? Getting over.
Yeah.
So we pulled up to Walmart. We walked in. It wasn't like an awkward moment of silence. Like, I learned about him, he learned about me. We walked to the car seat aisle. He went through like 3 or 4 car seats, and he picked the car seat that he felt was perfect for my daughter. Then walked to the register. He paid with his own cash, like his own money. He gave me the car seat. We walked outside. That's when he got outside. He told me, like, if you ever need anything or you need something, I know where to find you at. He went his way. I walked back to my car. At that point, I wanted to thank him again, because I'm still in shock. Ain't nothing like this ever happened to me before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I set the car seat on my trunk. When I turned around, he was already gone.
Wow. So the 2 of you reconnected through social media.
Yeah, the main goal, Steve, was to stay anonymous. I hadn't told anybody. Nobody in my station knew about it. And Lavonte went ahead and contacted the station in an attempt to give me an extra thank you, which definitely wasn't needed but much appreciated. So I'm getting contacted by my sergeant, who did this? And, at that point I had to fess up. So he also posted it on social media on Facebook, which it's now made over a million views on just his one post.
Wow. And Lavonte, you say that this experience changed your life.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Me living in Westland personally as a teenager, like, I had a lot of issues, like harassment. I've been followed, you know what I'm saying? Like, because of the type of car I drove, the way I wore my hair, I had cornrows, tattoos. So for him to look past all that when he pulled me over and to talk to me and to actually break it down and, like, hear me out and know that I'm struggling and understand it, it's amazing. I'm at a loss for words. Like, you cannot judge a book by its cover. Because, like I said, when he pulled me over, I thought I was cooked.
What did you all take away from this experience?
As a police officer, everybody sees us in the uniform, and we it's just a job. You know, we chose this job and we love it, but we are here to protect and serve our community. We hope to be able to pay it forward as much as we can to our citizens. We're here to serve them.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's more so like you can never know what to expect out of a situation. You know what I'm saying? Like when I made that post, I didn't expect it to go viral or none of that stuff. Like what I did, I didn't do it for me. I did it. I just wanted him to get the recognition that I felt he deserved. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't have to do what he did at all.
No.
Like he could have went back to his car and came back and gave me his tickets and went right on about his way. He could have made my life 10 times harder than what it already was. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't do that. He felt the need to go out of his way and help me out. And for that, I told him a million times. I'll tell him again. I can never thank him enough.
Welcome back, everybody. Look, I want to tell you a story about a sheriff's deputy named Scott Bass. He's a true hero who went that extra mile to help a woman who he'd never met. Now, Scott noticed a woman walking along the road every week, rain or shine, so he had to check it out. Here's what happened. Take a look.
She would come down from here and just keep walking and get all the way down. Felt a hardship for her because I understand that, you know, you don't see a lot of people here that no matter what the weather conditions, that they're going to walk X amount of hours to work, then stand up for another 8 or 9 hours.
If you want to work, you'll find your way to work. But if you don't want to work, hey, I can't help you. God gave us legs, so that's one way of transportation.
All right, everybody, please welcome Sergeant Scott Bass of the Nash County Sheriff's Department in North Carolina. And also, please welcome Jaleesa. All right, it's a pleasure to meet both of y'all. When I get into this story, they're not gonna believe this. Scott, what ran through your mind when you saw Jaleesa walking in the middle of the night in the freezing cold?
It was about 3 o'clock in the morning, getting near the end of my shift, and I saw her leaving the city side, going into the county. She had her work uniform on. It was raining, it was cold. So I stopped to check on her, and she told me she was going to work, and I offered her a ride because she had quite a few miles to go before she got to work. She walks about 6 to 7 miles one way to go to work.
Jaleesa, why were you walking to work?
I was looking for a job, and I applied for several Bojangles. And one first from my house called me first. And since they hired me first, I said, okay, I'll work at this one. And I will walk it. So I had no other way to get out there.
Wow. Now, Scott, besides offering Jaleesa rides, you also surprised her with a gift. Tell us what that was.
We'd been knowing each other for about, a year and a half now. Mm-hmm. And I'd try to pick her up when I can, if I could, and I'd tell my guys to be in the area if they were able to help give her a ride. And I wanted to do something more for her, so the next day I called Walmart, which was in the area, and told them if they could work with me on maybe getting her a bicycle to help turn a 2-hour walk into a 30-minute walk. They gave us a nice beach cruiser, it had gears on it, and hopefully it could...
Now, Jaleesa, you get all 4 seasons in North Carolina.
Yes, we definitely do.
And it don't matter. You
No,
walk.
it don't matter. No.
Rain, sleet, shine.
I'll still walk. How am I supposed to pay my bills?
Okay, well, let me ask you this. How's the bike working out for you?
It's working out. I'm still trying to learn how to ride it without wobbling or falling off of it.
Oh, you never learned how to ride a bike?
Never in my life, but I'm determined
You
to
didn't
learn.
know that, did you, Scott?
No, sir. I've actually checked on her several times, try to encourage her to, keep practicing. Like I said, it can turn a 2-hour walk into a 30-minute ride. And she walks 2 hours to work, and then she's got to stand up for 8 hours. I know what it's like to kind of have to, work that hard. You think about it, you wake up and you're tired, and some days people say we don't want to go to work. And she probably says it too, and then takes a 2-hour walk to work. So I just kind of wanted to help her out.
So let me ask you this, Jaleesa. How's the job going at Bojangles?
After the news footage and being told that I was going to be on your show, they offered me a promotion and another store.
This guy here, Scott, this deputy sheriff, with all the negative stories you hear about police officers out there, men and women, I've bought probably 6 of these stories on this show because the majority of police men and women are really good people. And And they really are just trying to serve their community. And this guy, Scott, you're a true inspiration for taking time out of your day to help a person in need. I just think that's absolutely present. And Jaleesa, you are a true example of determination. We know you work hard, and we know that you deserve a little extra help. On behalf of the show, we're gonna be giving you $5,000. Yeah. But that's not all. I reached out to some friends at Capitol Ford in Rocky Mount, North Carolina, because that's where you're from. And they heard about your story, so they want to make sure that you never have to walk in the rain again. So they're giving you a brand new 2018 Ford Fiesta SE. Take a look over there. Yeah. You got a car. Come on over here to the car. Scott, come on over here with it. Take her on over, buddy. Yeah, go and get in, Jaleesa.
Thank you for doing this for her.
No, man, thank you. Wasn't for you, we wouldn't know nothing about this. Thanks to all the police over in Rocky Mount, too, for helping out. Jaleesa, you got a brand new car, girl. Stay in there. You got to see how that feel. We'll be right back. Jaleesa got a car. Hey, you made it to the end of this video. I got a lot more that you're gonna enjoy, so just click to watch the next one. And make sure you subscribe to always know what's happening.